Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Jojo.
And Shrutpa.
Yay.
Did I say it too quickly?
No, it's all good. It's time for some boom. Boom with 3 O's. Because there are 3 people on this track.
Wow.
See how I did the math there? Very bizarre.
Well caught.
That's how my brain works. Okay, so Kidshot, Lazarus, and Talhah Yunus. So it's India, US, and Pakistan. And Lazarus is, I think, an American rapper based in Detroit of Pakistani origin. I think he's also a doctor.
Achha.
This is all I know. And we know Kidshot and we know TY. TY in the building. Let's do it. Music produced by Basshole. Okay. I was like, is that a spelling mistake? Basshole. Fine, chalo, let's do it. It released on 17th December, so we have gotten to it.
Very recent.
I think it released the day I dropped that one, and then I put a reel out.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Whatever I said, did it come to pass?
Yes, it did. And the thing is, apparently someone DM'd me saying it was supposed to release the day before, but then it delayed to the next day, which is the day you dropped your reaction.
That's crazy. See, naya chakkar chalu ho gaya.
And I'll tell you another thing. My inside khabri info that I have is because the video didn't render on time.
Wow. What a reason.
No.
A reason that is.
So it was beyond anyone's control. It's like it was made to, there was a technical glitch and hence it went on to the next day to release.
Well, in the worldly sense, we can call it a technical glitch, but actually it's the universal thing that is in play again.
Okay, we don't know. The spell is still on clearly, but yeah.
We're just going to feel happy about it.
You won, fine, you won. Chalo, let's just happy dance. Okay, let's go. Boom. 1, 2, 3, play.
Yeah, let's go. जब भी मैंने बोला तुझे कल तुझे होना है सफल तेरी अक्ल बड़ी मुझे भी ना पता चला कब कहाँ मैंने पंच मारा मेरी बस चल पड़ी तुझ में बस चल भरी मेरे मशवरे लेके तेरी धड़कन बड़ी लेना पर्सनली बेटे बातें पर्सन बोली तेरी बेटी मेरे पीछे मेरे बस किस करी इससे पहले मेरी जिंदगी तो बस थी बड़ी फर्स्ट गियर डाल के वो बस ठीक करी मेरे नजदीक आके वो हंस के बड़ी मेरा बस मीट खा के वो हज पे चली कस्बे में रस्मों की बांध के पूरी हम जला देते मानते ना किसकी भी फिर जान लेते उसकी जो कान भरता तेरा फिर मार लेते विस्की भी बेटा मेरे बिन ना पूरा ये सीन ना हुआ ये एक रात में मेरे जज्बात में था यकीन थोड़ा बहुत मीन थोड़ा बहुत चिल और बोलूंगा मैं सच बात ये तेरा बस बाप में बेटे चिल जो भी तू बोलेगा वो ना कभी मैं चुनूंगा मैं ना कभी भी सुनूंगा तेरे गाने ये लगा वो करूंगा मैं तो अलग ही चलूंगा तेरी बंदी को मिलूंगा मेरे गाने में और लेके मैं घूमूंगा उसे ठेके पे चूमूंगा तू तो बैठे ही रहेगा बेटे जाने दे लेबल को करता ना कॉल बैक जब भी वो बोले मुझे तू गाने दे लोगों को बोलो मुझे तू ताने दे ताकि और लिख सकूं गाने में मेरा ध्यान इज्जतें पाने में तभी नहीं लिखूं तेरे जैसे अभी गाने में मेरा प्लान काफी अलग किया मैंने काफी ग्रो गए बाकी ये लटक होने वाला हूं मैं ब्लो कभी देता ना मैं फक कॉपी करे मेरा फ्लो लोग देखे बेटे सब
Yo, I'm King Solomon, a conquer like the Ottomans to make the law in parliament. The problem is caught up in his I'm the product of people calling him a Osama bin Laden, and I give it to you raw. When no season in the condiments, drop it with the minerals and vitamins. Too little for the fireman. You listen in your mind, it's supposed to get the subtitles and to get up to the height I'm in a Burj Khalifa. Swinging like a Spider-Man, stepping up the bat again and rocking like a Freebie. Knocking out the field, now I'm popping out the TV. Drop it like it's easy, nobody I can see me. I'm pocking out a Weezy, no Vaseline Siddiqui. Master like Aladdin to a genie. Poet like Allama Khalib, teach me. Hungry like it's Ramadan, so feed me. Another rapper's head and regarded as my ED. I'm from the gutter, I'm finna cut up rappers trying to copy. Was better like me, no other hit me, but I drop you and smother. I've been his brother since the video shot up inside the I'm burning rubber born on Layla. Took out the God bless my mother hustle till a lot. And my cover got too much about every day I start with a fudge fight for my brother's freedom and the rights of each other. All skin and color and my flow sharp coming like a razor blade to pave the way. Dugga dodge when they spray grenades. They hate my face cause I made it through the hate of face. Now face to face with labels I don't take the bait. They make you fake, sell you like a slave to trade. You may just say Dr. Kong gonna save your day, but I drop vital signs like Junajum shade. Public enemy #1 Flavor Flav like Master P. I don't got no limit, I'm a God flow finish, a Picasso image. Unite Pac in India like Alco's British. Survival of the fittest, I'm the top row winning, let me kick it. But I flow sick and wicked, because lit time bomb steady ticking. All these critics wanna pick it on my raps when I spit it. Only thing you hear is crickets like cricket when Schwab cut it to wicked.
Ooh, dude.
to the king, it's my time now. Build किया scene मेरे ilm का खाए जाओ, आँख से जला दे सीधा मारते चमाटे गाड़ देंगे साले, कभी मेरे सामने तो आओ ना। पीठ पीछे मेरे बातें चौदे होते चौड़े, क्योंकि अभी हाथ नहीं खोले, खून ये खोले मगर इनके दांत नहीं तोड़े, कलम पिस्तौल कोरे कागज रख कर छोड़े, ये लफ्जों का दलदल है तेरे लिए कंकर है, मंजरी मंजर है तू छोटे बंदर है, लहरे ये मेरी वो डूबे समंदर में, थाने बुला रहे यार मेरे अंदर है, कौन सी सड़क तेरा सब कुछ ही बंजर है, दिल ते धड़कता है इनका इस जंगल में, भूखे हैं काफी ये बास का फिर लंगर है, मंजरी मंजर है भाराना खंडर से, टेक फ्लो ऑन अ साइको बीट, मेरी राइम्स कोडीन एंड माइक गो डीप, वॉइस कला के दीवाने तभी लिखे इतने गाने, मैं ना होता तो ये सीन से ही गायब हो जी, बुलेट प्रूफ जैसे लूक केज लेते ये शॉट जो गुजरे बिना छूके, लेकिन जज्बात ये दिल ऐसे लूटे, मौसम ये खास सब शोहरत के भूखे, फूल लिपटे कांटों में आंखों ही आंखों में, करते वो बातें जो दुनिया समझा ना सकी, तारे गिन रातों में नफरत है दागों से दिल को बेलाते के आमद बड़ी, इल्जाम लगे काफी पर जाने दे, अंधेरे ये कातिल जमाने के, आहट सुनाई दे वीराने में, हकीकत ढूंढे हर फसाने में, ठहरे हुए हैं खुदा के इशारे पे, दुनिया निशाने पे, खुद को संभाले वे गाफिल भी वाकिफ वो किसके सहारे पे, खुद से कुछ वादे वो भूखे सिर्फ चारे के, लेबलों से बनती नहीं, खुद करूँ सब में वो सन की सही, धड़कने तेज सांसें चलती रही, आंखें खोल छोटे तू है मेरी गलती नहीं।
It's a high energy song, no?
Holy
Especially with
crap.
that, like with the beats and all.
Dude, this like for every single verse on this track was just, it just blew my mind. I was like, when like Kidshot started, so I was like, okay, he's going first, and freaking knocked it out of the park. And then Lazarus with his bars and the flows, and you're like, I honestly at that point when he ended and his punchline there, I was like, man, okay, so you're again thinking that TY is still left. He's still not done his thing. And then he came in, because the thing is, and the best part is that each verse was so freaking good. The first was mainly Hindi. The second was all English. And this was like so much Urdu in the last one that it just gave you such a buffet of like things on bars to pick from in like, you know, the language selection is so wide for a listener that you can't, like, for me, I'm like, I loved all three of them. I can't pick which one I liked more.
It was almost like the music in the middle was your palate cleanser. Okay, like heavy duty lyrics are there, bahut sare specific, like, you know, all this is coming your way. So here's like a, you know, really heavy duty music in the middle, just so that your palate cleanses, and then you go into the next one. It almost felt like 3 different songs put together.
Yeah. And the thing is, even the palette cleanser, as you're calling it, was very different after each verse, you know. Props to Basshole, because he really switched it up. He didn't give the same beat. He had a bit of
found it the same.
No, it was very different, especially the last one after TY ended. There were variations, and that was nicely done. Nicely done. It was I mean, there's too many bars and it was really fast. So off the top of my head, I really like the vital signs, Junaid Jamshed, the nod that he gave in the middle. That was nice. And what else? You go. Sorry, I've been talking.
No, please go for it. Because what happens is, recently, we've been getting so much hate for speaking our mind, specifically when it comes to lyrics which are explicit. Now it's my mind. I will speak what I want, right? Yeah. And jo aap hate meri taraf bhejoge, I'm okay with that, because like jitni hate milegi, all of it converts and goes into good things. So what happened is, I was really, really enjoying it. And then all of us know what happened. There was a visual of a woman, right? Yeah. So that snapped me out of the song in such a way that I wasn't after that able to focus. It took me a while to come back into the song, and then it took me to, rather than focusing on the song, it took me to, ab main kya bolu is gaane ke bare mein, so that I can fake it, so that I don't actually speak my truth, because I don't want that hate. Who wants hate? Yeah. So at this point, I will choose to talk about only their flows. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the lyrics. Zero. There was one part where in Talhah Yunus's word, the only word, like I'm trying to look for it. There was one part where he says, "Logon ne kuch kaha, jane de." That was the only line that actually stuck out in the entire song, which said "jane de." And in my head, I was like, "That's true, jane de."
Because you're focusing on that thing, the hate that comes when we speak our minds. Yeah.
Right. So then I was like, "Jane de." And so the flow of the entire song was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The music I did feel could be like the center music, like how you really enjoyed it and you thought it was different. वो मुझे similar sound किया. Like I thought it could have been a little more first, second, and third. Maybe it was by design that it was made to sound 1, 2, 3 separately and yet equal together. Like if they would have even merged it in, I would have really enjoyed it. But the way they had presented it, it was phenomenal. Their voices, their flows, the clarity, even while they were going so fast, I absolutely loved.
Yeah.
And it was just few things. I mean, if I'm choosing to ignore everything, then, sometimes the music and the flow and the way they are spinning the rhymes aage piche,
Yeah.
that is so good that that's enough.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to take away from it. But I have to say, and I don't know, I really try every time कि ऐसा असर ना हो. लेकिन जब भी तलहा यूनुस की आवाज आती है ना, कुछ हो जाता है. Whatever your mood is, wherever you are, whatever you might be feeling, you suddenly like snap out and be like, okay, I'm happy, I'm going to smile, I'm good. So that happens to me.
That happens to you with Yunus's voice, just so that there's no confusion. That happens to Bhola with Yunus's voice. For me, that happens with Anju's
that's true.
voice.
Yes,
Just clarify that.
Just say, yeah.
But I feel you.
साल से,
Yeah.
एक साल से ये चल रहा है. हाँ, so मेरा वो.
I know you get all giggly and all. I'm just like, I've never
Yeah.
seen Bhola like this. It's very cute. But
There are a few voices that make me like that. Yes.
TY is one of them. No, so I just to build on what you said earlier, and I think it's good that you pointed it out, because I think we should discuss it. Whenever we speak our minds in some mostly like young stunners or even other videos, artist videos, where there's some line or some lyric we didn't like, we'll never say we dislike the song or etc. We'll never disrespect the art that way. But as people who are here to watch something and just give their opinion on it, you have to be okay with hearing opinions about something that you may not be on the same page with. That's just life.
Correct.
And if you are not going to be okay with different opinions from your own, then life is going to be very difficult for you, because the world is not going to agree with you on everything. And if that really riles you up and winds you up enough to create posts on Instagram and make videos and get like a mob together to send hate towards someone online, then I'm just saying, think about it. There's probably better ways you can use your time. There's probably better ways of investing your time. Do like some self-growth, go learn a new language, I don't know, build on your own personal assets, instead of sending so much hate someone's way just because they said something that you don't agree with.
See,
But-
honestly, hate is also energy. So what happens is, I've realized every time somebody puts all this hate thing out now, उस दिन मेरे को नया काम मिल जाता है. So I'm like, please, karo. All that energy is going to come to me, and suddenly it translates into more work coming my way. Because by the end of it, when somebody says, ना, आप ये छोड़ के कोई और काम कर लो, boss बहुत काम कर रही हूँ.
So that's good. That's good if that's energy. If that energy is getting converted before it hits you or this thing. For me, I just block it because I don't need that energy. I'm just like, I don't know, find something better to do. I have a lot of things happening in my life. That's fine.
Yeah.
Coming back to what happened in this song, and why we now, like Bhola said, refrain from like expressing our opinion very honestly, which I don't think over a period of time, like it'll also stop happening, because that's just not who we are as people. We've always been known to speak our minds, and it's always done respectfully. So there's no intent to degrade anyone. There's no intent to send hate towards a song or an artist or anything of that sort. It's just that, this thing that was said, I didn't vibe with it. And you don't have to vibe with every thought, right? So that's just, it is what it is. I will still listen to the song, maybe, but maybe I won't, because it'll just hurt my sensibilities to listen to something like that. And that is, I mean, come on, we don't need this is common sense. You can't listen to some songs around, like some people just don't like it. You can't say, and this is my thing. This is my thing. Can I just, since we're on the topic, I just want to put this out there that all the people who argue, this is the dumbest argument I've heard ever, the argument of English versus Hindi, that if you say some word in English, it's okay, but if you say it in Hindi or Urdu, it's not. And I'm just like, listen to me, if you have an iota of understanding of the world, you will know that language is not just a tool for communication. It's also a gateway to cultural sensitivities. And within the same language, even, okay, let's say English, a lot of words that are used in certain communities whose first language is English are not acceptable in other communities whose first language is also English. So going from place to place and country to country that speak the same language, you will not use the same words. I lived with Bolivians for some time. The words they use in Spanish cannot be used in everyday language in Spain, because it's not acceptable slang. So you have to understand that every kind of people have different sensitivities, and language is, the more you try to expand your mind, and maybe you haven't traveled the world, maybe you haven't interacted with people from different cultures or places, and that's fine, but you do have access to worldly things via the internet now. You live in that period in time. So expand your mind and understand that certain words, even when translated from one language to another, will have a very different impact on the ears that they fall on. So
Hugely. Yeah.
so this whole language debate is rubbish, and it's childish, and it should just, like, whatever. That whole point is what I wanted to make since this topic came up. Now, the visual that you're talking about, I honestly, now that when you pointed it out, I was like, was it that? Because it came and went so quickly that I didn't even register it. I didn't even register it. The lines that were happening there, and in my mind, the thought that was coming is, why do guys go for the other guy's girlfriend? Like, that's a thing?
Yeah.
And that again is a thought that's beyond my understanding, because
I think it's a male species thing.
It's a male thing. Like, your girl likes me and she's hitting, like, like, I don't know, keep it to yourselves, not stop involving the women. And I think I've said this before, like, what have the girls done? The thought that builds off of that is that, oh, the girls are so fickle-minded and disloyal that they will just switch sides and go to the other guy who's winning the match, and it's like, give the women a little more credit than that. It's like, our loyalties are not that easy to earn. So anyway,
no,
so
but having said all this, एक और बात भी है कि हमेशा इतना सीरियस नहीं होता. अगर वो वहाँ विजुअल नहीं डाला होता ना, I'm telling you, I would have just skimmed over it. I would not have even registered.
I completely skimmed over it.
Ignoring it.
Yeah.
I've started ignoring whenever these lines come. I've also kind of seasoned in 1 year ना. अभी मेरे को I'm like, हाँ ठीक है, ये सब बकवास बोलते हैं. इसको ज़्यादा like, you have to take it like a pinch of salt.
I just forget about it.
वहाँ visual डाल दिया. That snapped me out. If it
वो
wouldn't have snapped me out, I would have been okay with it.
Maybe that's not, anyway, whoever put
It's
that,
a
but
thing.
that's the thing. So there's two stark things. You noticed the visual and it threw you off. I didn't notice the visual, and I laughed about that entire thought over there about the girl and the girl. Anyway, I think you know what? I don't know. We're probably going to get a lot of hate for this reaction also, because
bring it. Please send a little more hate.
Because people hate.
Cracked the funda. मुझे काम चाहिए और please मेरे voicing industry में मेरे को और hate भेजो.
My favorite thing about the hate that comes is that you don't deserve to listen to hip hop. I'm like, who made you king of the world? Like, since when are you the king of the world? And since when are you able to tell others what they can and cannot listen to and all of that? Like, I don't know. It's very funny to me. So anyway, keep the passion going.
Comment on us. अपने पास रखो.
I mean, don't watch the channel now if you don't like. It's as simple as that. And the funniest thing is, you are saying also before that, I'm not going to watch your channel, but then you come back and then 2 months later you're watching, and then it's just like, I don't understand. Anyway,
कोई नहीं यार. नहीं, चलो कोई नहीं. I mean, one has put that much effort, जाके screen grab किया है, edit किया है, सब कुछ डाला है, उसके बाद share किया है, इतना energy one is putting into it. Boss, seriously, take that up and go to one company. बहुत अच्छे काम मिलेंगे. आजकल seriously social media management के लिए people are getting a lot of work. This is
video editors are very highly in demand. Yeah.
So if one looks at it purely, forget about what it's creating, forget all that. But that's money right there. So take that as a skill and go present it. It's well done on that.
So I think you and I, we've got off. We've completely got off. Just like, I don't know kitna edit karogi main, but
sab cut do.
I know I'll probably edit out everything, but we've really gone off. But I think it was required for us to go off like this, because it's been happening for a while. So if you can bear with us on this, great. Coming to this song, damn, like I said, all the verses for me killed it. Not gonna go deep into the lyrics because there's two, and the flows, the schemes, the thoughts, and everything. Love the fact that the collab happened, and it was representative of 3 countries and probably even 3 different styles of hip hop in that sense.
Yeah.
And definitely amazing introduction to Lazarus.
Correct.
You know, really love this verse, man.
Into that commonality where talent is the baseline. Doesn't matter where you are, which country you are residing in, doesn't matter. Talent is the baseline. So amazing. And
I think it goes to show even that that you like attracts like these guys. People want to work. People get attracted to each other's art because they're on the same page as far as their sensibilities go. So loved it. Music, Basshole, also it was, the side transy bit took me by surprise in those things, because that's not really music I love. But like I said earlier, I liked how they broke it up and the little variations he even did over there. So great stuff. And thank you for bearing with us through this discussion. But that's our reaction to Booom. We don't know if any more any more of the spell is going to go on, but whatever it is, Kidshot remains one of our favorites. TY, of course, and a new one added to the list today. So yay
Right
for
now,
that.
whatever Boom needed to get created, I think the song did. Ho gaya abhi.
Actually. So yeah, on that note, check out his bola. She's on Instagram, handles below. DM me or recommendations and requests for more reactions. Do support this channel, and if you don't want to, don't. That's also your prerogative. Chalo, take care of yourselves. Live long and
Bye.
prosper.